Ocean Springs, nice. How long have you been in business, Bob? Military in Lawton, Oklahoma, agent in Fort Walton Beach. That's another great question. On this call, thank you, I think it's Atia, for letting us know how many people on here may be related to or is, I don't know if that's proper English, but part of our hero group, which would be first responders, which are firefighters, law enforcement, paramedics, EMTs, healthcare professionals, teachers, our military. Yes. Awesome. Anyone else? My name is Scarlett Roger, and I am the wife of a firefighter. So he just retired this year, which is an interesting thing as this program's kind of taken off and changed. When you get to the part about our foundation, lots in the family, Leslie, you'll understand why we do have a foundation that's attached to this and some of the needs and some of our mission of the foundation as we've dealt with personally some of our own things and over the past year and a half has kind of really made us a lot more passionate. Army Reserves and a daughter as a teacher. Love it. So it's funny because I know that when we started this program at first, my husband wouldn't have been somebody that saw himself as one of our heroes. So I kind of always like to ask because it's funny because people who are actually in the class don't see themselves like the people that love them do. I like to say, especially any of these really, we started this program, the first soft launch is what I like to call it. And that's where we went to people who came to us because they saw how, they may have known me somehow, been friends with me on Facebook, or just a friend of a friend. So we had about 4 or 5 different realtors approach us last year. And it was funny because I started working on the website and the affiliate, and then Irma hit. And then it really, really kind of got my attention because I had clients. I've been doing this. We started this business almost 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And at that point, it had been 2.5 years. So I had a pretty good base of about 150 past clients personally, maybe 120, 150. And watching the ones that had to send their children off because they had to stay because Tampa looked like it was getting ready to get full-fledged hurricane. It was pretty scary and kind of really changed my point and my thought process with this. So anyway, I really became a lot more passionate about our foundation, and B, when we see who it is or the people that have to stay or rush in when everybody else is rushing out, that became pretty clear. We have broadened our, I'm not a control freak in this program or in my office. If somebody works the front office of a doctor's office, I kind of feel like they should get the discount as well. In my schools that I market to, I feel like that the office staff of a school should as well. And that kind of really came into play when my daughter in our local school, they went through this bomb threat thing that somebody was doing prank calls a couple of years ago. And I was actually happened to walk in. It was Teacher Appreciation Week. And I was bringing goodies into the office for the teachers of my daughter's high school when we got our third bomb threat. And oh my goodness, the parents that were in there screaming and yelling at that front office. And it just so touched me because I'm sitting there looking at these people and I'm like, wow, the teachers never signed up to deal with these kind of things. To have to deal with these type of things, nor did I. So, because I've had people say, well, why teachers? Well, teachers, A, are responsible for our youth, for our next generation, and B, as we all know, their jobs have gotten a lot more dangerous over the past few years. So I just, it's interesting because they don't see themselves the way we do. I know my husband has missed countless birthdays. I know personally, our first couple of years of marriage, he missed every single Valentine's Day. You know, we can never make plans with our families, whether or not he's going to be on duty that Christmas Eve or not on duty. We've had lots of Christmases that we've had to do differently. We've had Easters that we've had to have at the stations. You know, he's had to miss funerals. He's had to miss plays. He's had to miss our, you know, we have a 3-year-old, his first time, we had a little preschool thing. He had to miss that because, you know, he had to be on duty and that's his job. So they see a lot of things that none of us see. And, you know, that's pretty horrific. And so with all that being said, that's kind of why and who we are in our program. I'm going to start. I believe everybody can see. And let me just, I want to make sure, can everybody see the PowerPoint? David, actually, I guess I'm getting messages from you. Can you see the PowerPoint? Yes. All right, so we're going to start this. This is just a quick overview. Oh, it's unavailable. Well, that's good. Because no one wants to sit here and watch. If you guys want more information, one thing that we do have, which is really great, is our YouTube channel, which is Heroes Housing Assistance. It also could fall under mine, and it's got different videos of all the different people that we've served, a couple of testimonials, and whatnot. So I kind of don't want to waste your time sitting there watching YouTube videos. So here, let me just get started on this. When I see a hand that is raised or a question, throughout this, I'll stop and kind of answer some of these. But Here's Housing Assistance. It is now called lovingly Here's Housing because that's really a long domain name. We help them receive financial discounts when they're buying and selling their home. What is Heroes Housing Assistance? We're dedicated to giving help to those who help us the most: firefighters, law enforcement, teachers, military, and healthcare professionals. Through the Heroes Housing, they can save thousands of dollars when they're purchasing or selling their home. How this works. So basically, what we do is we help you come to the table and put together a team of people. I'm just going to put it out there because I know, can you do this yourself? Maybe. You probably could. Do you want to do it yourself? Probably not. I mean, we have a group of right now 35 that are in our group that are supporting each other. We're all, you know, our brand is growing. So it helps to be able to be part of a brand. Brand awareness is always a good thing. With our launch for the first year, it's so affordable that it just makes sense. Why not join? But, you know, Heroes Housing, there are other programs that are similar, and we can talk about that at the end. But basically, this is what we do. Eesh, hold on a second. Sorry about that. We'll get those. I've got to figure out how to dismantle Facebook notifications. But we do discounts on the home inspection. It could be up to $150 value, depends on how large the home is. The basic home warranty up to $450. I always ask my seller to pay that, but sometimes we can do that in part of our contribution. Reduce lender fees. Now this is the big one because we partner you with a lender. We do have a national lender affiliate, but we also like to try to partner you with a local lender affiliate because that's going to be somebody, our national, until you get a lender, and if you do not have a lender, and we have a lender that will, because they are part of our program, come and help pay for your co-marketing expenses. But really, it's key to get somebody local that can go out and do the marketing with you and do some of these things with you. They contribute to be part of our program. And if you have a lender and they're on your marketing, they have to be part of our program. But we have a lender coach, my national affiliate, who actually helps coach our lenders. They have a whole separate meeting, and she, you know, talks to them about how to do the lender fees, but they give up to 25% of their personal pay as well. We say up to a $2,000 value. No costs. Obviously, they're not going to charge us for the pre-approval, and they could credit the appraisal. So it just depends. Sometimes they do the appraisal credit. Sometimes they do the lender fees. So that just depends. And again, that's what we talk to with the lenders, with the lender coach. 25% of real estate commission. Do not click off and go, I am not giving my real estate commission. I don't want to be part of this. Yes, we give 25% of what you make in your real estate fees. So if you're at 50-50, it's 25% of your 50. We do like to say, okay, I want to see what your split is so that we make sure, in case we have anybody that complains, that maybe they feel like they didn't get the 25% if they're part of our program. But I'm going to tell you just flat, straight out, put it out there. When I started this program and I was at Keller Williams, they laughed at me in my, when we were in a group, I guess, office meeting. They laughed at me and was like, why would you give 25%? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, in that group of 20 people that we all started together, 3 people have asked to join me. 1 person I've taken. So they can laugh at you all they want in the beginning, but when you're doing $12 million a year and they're doing 2, let's see who's laughing. Okay, because honestly, you do a great job. If you believe and you're passionate, and that's the thing, is we like to vet our affiliates that they are passionate. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Is it a niche? Absolutely. But we do not want people that are going to jump on board just in a niche. We want people that want to grow this, that are passionate about it, that believe in what we are doing, because if you do that and you do the steps, because my job is to coach you from start to finish on how I grew my business from nothing. My first deal was a hero deal to 12 million a year, and now in our office we're at 24 million. My personal production has come down because I have 17 realtors in the office, and of the 17, 5 actively working it, 10 that I still refer deals out that I don't do. So, yes, I give 25% of my commission, and I proudly give 25% of my commission. I'll do it every day of the week. So the other thing is, people will ask this, the realtor partners can negotiate 3 to 6%. So if you're getting seller concessions, we can talk about the other ways that you can still contribute. I'm still old school, and maybe it's the ex-lender in me, but when you're raising that by 3% or 6% for them to pay, your client's still paying 3 to 6 more than you could have negotiated. So I personally don't like to negotiate the whole thing. I like to get them a better price for the house and give my contribution. But if it's the other way, or if we have a bond or anything like that, then we can still contribute. And I'm going to show you guys, in the lessons and stuff, we'll show you how to do that. Home Savers Program. This is part of our foundation, and this is something that we will, if you want to join and you want to jump in with both feet and go, okay, I'm just going to do full on, I'm not going to do the launch, and you want to have a charter of our foundation, well, that's one thing. Normally, though, with this launch, because we are offering it at such a reduced price, and we say at your anniversary date when you go to rejoin, and if you want to rejoin, then let's bring the charter there. But there's a lot that's going to go into bringing a foundation charter in your area. We want to make sure that you're really on board and want to help grow the charter as well. But what we do, and if you want to do any research on ourselves and you want to go to our main page, you'll see we've become the go-to company whenever any of the heroes have cancer, accident. We have been given sponsorships to things because we come in and we pay their first mortgage payment. Our foundation does. So if we've kind of become the go-to, which is how our reputation has grown. So because when they know that they can count on us to be there for them, it's just natural when they go to buy and sell that they're going to also want to refer us. I mean, that's one way that our program has grown, but it's also part of what our foundation is. And when I said that we would go into that, this was a great thing. I made this PowerPoint a long time ago, and then my husband got hurt because I think I mentioned he's retired. So when he got hurt, we actually lived what it is like when you go from your pay every 2 weeks to short-term disability. It takes 6 weeks to really start getting paid. That's why we are the bridge the gap. We want to come in and help them with their mortgage payments. Our board will approve it. They submit an application. But really, this was a great idea, and it went from idea to passion when we lived through it. So that is part of what we call our Home Savers program. That, our goal, honestly, why are we offering this at like 50 cents on the dollar for experienced realtors, pennies on the dollar for new realtors? Because we want to, our mission really is to have our foundation in every county and grow our program to that. So my goal is to coach everybody to be at the level that once you are selling at least 3 million to 4 million just in Heroes Housing, that you say, you know what, I'm committed to this. I want to grow this. I want to stay part of this. And then let's bring our foundation down there and let's really start helping our heroes and making a difference in the community. And here is a picture of my husband and I. Aren't we sweet? So, wife of a fireman, I understand just how much our heroes sacrifice. They don't sign up for the pay, they do it for the love of the job. I know firsthand that we need to get out in our community and raise money to help our first responders in home ownership. My background is in lending, so when I was doing this during the housing crisis, I did a lot of foreclosure prevention. I was one of the first nationally certified. Most of my clients were teachers, firefighters, police, and military. It was the saddest thing. So when I got into real estate and we realized that I could give back part of my commission to help them buy, shortly after is when we came up with the home saver type of thought process, and we started doing events. Our community events that we do not only spread awareness about our program, which is honestly huge. We've gotten lots of buyers, but it's also grown our foundation, which is, just as important. Why should we help? Well, we talked about that. They spend their lives protecting and defending ours. Despite that, their pay is lackluster and they're very likely to run into financial trouble. It's up to the civilians and the businesses to show them how much we appreciate them for their service. And a small percentage of, so for me personally, I contribute a percentage of my income into the foundation. We do not expect that of you unless you have a charter membership. Then, it's about supporting your own charter. But we are not like other companies that you have to pay us 5%. The 25% goes straight on the contract to the hero. All we do is a small monthly fee. We do not take a percentage. If you're in the foundation and you have a charter, well then, that's a whole different ballgame, but you're in a whole different element. When we do a local charter, we do expect local, to go out and raise local money, but that's not something in the beginning. So we discussed this. This is, part of our Home Savers program. What we're here today to talk about really is our affiliate program. So what we do is we add 2 affiliate realtors in each county and then assist them in setting up their affiliate marketing partners. I have David on the call today, and David is, we have Julie, who is basically the assistant in our office, and she assists in onboarding, but David is the director and kind of makes sure everybody is set up. We get 2 in each county. Now, if there's a county like Hillsborough County, I've got 15 realtors. I'm just going to address that. We actually have 3 counties. We have Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco. Those are the 3 counties I personally held back when we started the affiliate program. But we can't touch all of them. It's amazing. So we kind of decided about a year ago that we were going to do 1 affiliate per 250,000 person in a certain county. If you don't even come near that number in one county, then obviously we're only going to have one affiliate. And one affiliate may have two. Let's say if you have a county that only has 30,000 people or something. So when we say two, that's kind of like an average, but we do two realtors and one lender per county. We do have a national lender, so you do have a choice, but we really like to push that local lender to be your partner because we do, and we train on lots of different ways. Like right now in my office, I've got two realtors going out with their lenders. We have one company. So you have, like, let's just say, like in ours, we have Patriots Mortgage. There's three lenders in that office. So we have one lender, the team lead that pays to be it, and then she has a couple of people that work under her that she's kind of partnered with people. That's the same goal. Just like my goal for our affiliates is to grow a team. When I got to year one, I think I closed like, I don't know, I started in May. So by the end of the year, I think I was like 2 million. 12 months into it, 4 million. By year two, 12 months into it, I was 6 million. Year three, we were 12 million. And now we're going into year four and we're at 24 million. But you got to think my numbers again have dropped off because we're spreading the wealth, if that makes sense. But the goal is for you guys to grow that way. The goal would be is, okay, and we do that when we talk about this in here. We do coaching. We do one-on-one coaching for the first couple of sessions where you and I talk about what your goals are. I'm really a big writing out your goals, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, 6 months. And then we start doing group coaching. So you get that for the first 3 months. And then we also do have 2 meetings a week. But I mean, my real goal is to grow you so that at the end of the year, when your anniversary comes up, you go, absolutely, I'm signing back up. I want the whole county. I don't like to go in and do 2 per county outside close to me, because close to us, we can still go and train. I kind of would like for people to grow, and I've actually had this problem, which isn't a bad problem, but where people want the whole county, but now we already have 2 affiliates. So we have a couple of affiliates that have bought, the first group, I told you we did a tester a year ago, and now at their year anniversary, they bought their whole counties. Polk County, I think they did 20 closings in 12 months. First couple months was slow, but when their anniversary came up, he clearly bought the entire county because he did not want anybody else coming in, because he was growing his team, which is what it was successful, and that's what we wanted to duplicate. You get as a benefit ongoing training and support, monthly webinar. Well, actually, we don't do monthly webinars. We do 2 a week that you can sign in on, and I record one of those a week. Once a week is a realtor and coach webinar, which is normally here Tuesday nights, and once a week it's a lender coach webinar or a Zoom meeting where they all talk about different struggles they're having. It's a kind of a time that we can just talk realtor to realtor, and what's working and what's not working. And sometimes we don't want the lenders to hear things we want to talk about. And then on Fridays is everybody's on it, and we congratulate and we praise everybody for things that have happened. We talk about things that they're working on. Right now, we've got different people doing Pi Days that we've done all these things, and we've got the forms and the signups. We've already done the heavy lifting, and then we just kind of duplicate it and give it to you. So that is, part of what we do. So we talk about that in the weekly. I need to fix this because it's weekly webinar, not monthly. And in-house website development staff, that would be David kind of oversees that. You get a page on our main page, right, that has a link to your listings and for you and your lender, and it's your bio, your picture. We teach you how to do a short code so that you can just mark it straight to your page for Here is Housing, and you can attach from your website to this page, so it gives you brand recognition. If you want a whole county, or you are just like a WordPress fanatic and you want to pay an additional, then you can have your own full website just like ours. I think it's I could be wrong, and I've got to ask David, but I believe it's an additional $25 a month if you want to just have your own website, not a landing page. Our landing pages that go to your information, it's connected to a CRM that we use through, if anybody's familiar with MailChimp, it's connected. We create your MailChimp because you have an email address, you have access to all of our marketing materials with that in the drive. You then get an email address that is like ours, and we create your MailChimp account, and then you just can duplicate the auto respond emails that we've already been doing. Again, duplicate what works. That's like the easiest way to do it. And then, everybody does their own spin, and I love watching people do their own spins. Customizable commercials and video presence at our national gatherings, events, and conventions. So we teach you, and you'll get the classes. We teach you how to do your commercials. If you need any of our stuff, let's say like the pictures with the big checks and the different types of things that we've already done, and then you can duplicate it and put your own brand on it, 100%. You get a custom marketing starter kit. We have the starter one that you get for free, and that comes with the 50 postcards, co-branded, beautifully printed. You get those we order those within a week of your startup. So you get 50 of those. You get 50 for what we call our hot deals, which we're going to go into further detail once you sign up, but it is a Hot Deals for Heroes. It is a phenomenal way that we get in and we market, and we're able to get a lot of leads that way locally. So you get 50 cards on that, and then you get 50 cards for business. It's like a business to business development. So you'll get 150 marketing pieces when you sign up, plus your 2 landing pages, your landing page for Hot Deals and your landing page for Heroes Housing, and your Facebook page and your CRM. So that's a lot of stuff that you get when you just sign up. We do have, and I think we just went here, if you want to pay the paid marketing package, that is what some of the realtors we did with the first launch. And you can get the 250 brochures, the 250 postcards on top of, and that is actually an additional $100. So, you can do that if you want to. We have a whole marketing platform that you guys can go in and order stuff from us at a reduced rate. A lot of people, if you see it's, we can do this. I like to say people just want to get started, get their feet wet. Let's just do the free. Free is for me. Hot Deals for Heroes. This is what I said we were going to kind of touch on. We have an app that lists all the local discounts in your area. It's something of value to market. When we go into doctors' offices, because we train you on how to go in and do some of this marketing stuff, you only have a couple of minutes. You're giving them something. You're not asking for business. So it's a great lead gen. We can go into further details, but it's a website that goes straight to you, right? You're going to get a QR code, and when people go to it, it goes straight to you, and they have to give their information before they go any further. And then there's also an app. We also teach you on how to market events. So these are some of the things that we've done in the past. And last year we had 500 people for this 2017 event respond. This year we got 3,500 people's information that wanted to go to our festival. Our festival, we only ended up having 450, 500 people come. Every year we're learning something different. I think doing it the weekend right before Halloween was not probably the best thing because there were so many other events we competed against. We still got all those leads. We are doing a cruise still this year. This is last year's stuff. This year we're going Cinco de Mayo to Mexico. It's $200 for every hero to sign up and go. It's a 4-day cruise, and $50 of that goes into our foundation. So, and then, but we coach you on how to do a lot of these things. There's David. So I know I kind of ran through that real quick. I just kind of wanted to give a quick overview to what we are. Normally, now I'm just going to put it out there. We know that there's other programs that do this, and in those programs they charge probably, I think it's like $1,700 a year, and you only get just access. I don't know how much coaching they have, I'm not sure, but you also have to pay them 25%, and then they give the hero 20, they keep 5. That's not what we do. I don't even want to, I mean, we want to know the deals, we want to get the recognition, but when the only time I'm going to ask to see your HUDs and to see your stuff is when I got a complaint. And that would be someone contacting the office saying they didn't get the 25%. I am not into micromanaging. I'm not into control. Some people may say I'm into control. I'm not really into controlling your deals. I'm into growing this program and coaching people to being highly successful as our team is. And it's been a lot of pleasure. We went this weekend. One of the affiliates was doing an event, and we went and supported them in the event, and that was pretty amazing. But so normally what our deal is normally it's $100 a month. But in the launch that we're doing, we have 2 different deals. When I started this program, I think I mentioned 3.5 years ago, I had my husband, one of his people in his department were looking to buy a house, and I was working with them, and they came across another deal. Well, they said, my lender, who is now our lender partner, who helped me start this program, said, if you don't do that same deal, you're going to lose it. And so I started doing researching. I'm like, what is the deal? They wouldn't let me in because I was so new. Okay, so you have to have 2 years in. So I said, well, you know what I'm going to do, because I am a coach by nature, 20-year tier coach, certified in life coaching. I said that I wanted to do an affiliate launch for brand new realtors. And we have an extra special deal for that. And if you fall under the 1 year and under realm, let me know, because we're doing that just for till the end of this month for $20. But for our launch is $50 a month. So if you're in that situation and we just kind of want to talk about it, and you go, what, I've been licensed this long, but I've really only been practicing this long, let's talk about that. But you can cancel at any time. You start with the $50 a month, and if you're a brand new realtor, $20 a month. And if you by your second month go, what, I'm not really seeing a benefit, it's you just, what are you into it for, 25, $50, and then you can cancel. We do then take everything down. Our one thing is we're committed to you for a year. So we also like to say, if you guys go, hey, you know what, I just want half of my county, but let me know before anybody else. I had a guy who didn't do that, and he kind of waited, and now he only has half his county. He bought the whole other county, but he's a fireman in one, and he's kind of bummed because I can't really tell our other affiliate you can't go into fire stations, right? So, we do say, if you're interested down the road, let me know, or let David know, and we can kind of, try to remember, make a note on our spreadsheet that if somebody else is interested in that county, we need to give you the first right of refusal. But you are into this thing for a year, and you can cancel at any time. The only thing that we say is that you are buying into the right to use our logo. We do just want to see everything that you do marketing so that we know what's out there. And when you do cancel, then you have to obviously take the logo off or anything else off that we've had, if that makes any sense. There's a whole coaching class. We are creating an online school, so that way everybody doesn't hear me repeat myself every single week. People can log on and you can see, okay, this is where you start, and then this is what you do. And every time we do an event, or every time we do something, We create it so we can duplicate it so you guys already have. Some people are really tech savvy and they like to make their own marketing stuff, and that's great too. Not a problem. You can do that. What I really love is the fact that, like, when you're in our group page, people are sharing their pages and they're liking each other's pages. They're sharing each other's stuff. They're helping grow each other organically, which is huge. So I just, if anybody has any questions, let's see here. Does anybody have any questions? Yes. Show answer. No. So I want to show questions. Anyone? You can just type them here. Does anyone on here, we have, got a question. Oh, here we go. Anyone? It is 10:45. Okay, well, I think I've been real clear. I'm not seeing any. Is there a phone number to contact you, or can we email? Absolutely. So I'm going to give you guys my personal cell number is 813-900-5917. And the Heroes Housing number is 813-803-0434. You can reach myself at Scarlett, SCARLETT, at heroeshousing.com. David is dhunter at heroeshousing.com. And that's basically the best way to reach either one of us. I still sell real estate. There's what we have done in my offices, and that's obviously a goal I would imagine for everybody. I try to spread the leads that come into our office amongst our office, and then if it's a personal referral from past clients, we those are the ones that I still try to do. I do also have a way that we can like I pay people in my office to show and do a bonus if it's somebody that I still really need to be hands-on with. But that seems to be pretty, that seems to work for us pretty well. So does anybody else have any questions? So what happens is we send you a link to you fill out a form and it gives your name, information, MLS, all of that stuff. And then Julie will send a contract, and then you review the contract, fill that in, or you get the PayPal link at the same time. It sets you up in a subscription, but again, you can cancel, you've just got to give a 30-day notice to be able to cancel. New, okay, so what classifies as new would be 2 years. Actually, to be honest, 2 years or less is really in the newer category. That's why it's kind of right there at the Glench, because some people are working it part-time, and if they're in it for 2 years, it took them 6 months just to get going. There's trying to feel your way around. I kind of like doing the new launch because it helps me kind of help other people get started. And we do a lot of other stuff. Like, for example, we're doing the pie day, right? And the pie day is where we are giving pies to all of our heroes. It's a great way to get leads, and it's also a way to give back. Today, our realtor and lender are going into her stations that she's already, that's where she's marketing into, and they're taking orders They went today because today's the day they are on shift for Thanksgiving. So then on Thanksgiving, they're going to get their pies because they're on duty. Another way that we do it also is we do it a social media. So we kind of teach both different ways to do, and then people can implement. But what I like about this again is, and hear this, your lender and y'all are partners in this. So they're helping, they're coming alongside and paying half of everything that you do, which is huge. And as an ex-lender and someone that knows that I couldn't have been successful without my lender, you know, we coach your lenders, and if you're the lender, your realtors, on how to do this as a joint team together. So if that, I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, it's something that's very unique. It's, you know, I think, because, and that's why I like to do the meetings Tuesday alone, because it kind of gives us a chance just to talk to the realtors about struggles they maybe having. And the same goes with the lenders. Maybe sometimes the lenders just need to talk about, hey, how are you giving that contribution? Hey, how are you, you know, are you doing it on the appraisal? What lenders work? You know, another thing that's really kind of cool about this is they're able to talk to each other about, you know, they aren't competing against each other because they all have their own area. They can share different, if they're brokers, they can share different banks that are doing different programs or different first time buyers grants and what have you. So that's kind of a cool thing. I like, and my take is letting the lenders having their own time and letting the realtors have their own time, if that makes sense. So I'm going to let everybody go. If you want information, please put it in the chat box or in the question box. Everybody's not seeing that. This is private, and I can send you a link to just kind of get started. If you want, put a question in there if you want a private call back. I or David or both can, you know, do a call with you. I'm getting ready to get on the road, so I can actually take some calls here shortly. I've got a 2-hour drive coming back from Orlando to going straight to show them property. So, you know, send a message through here if you'd like, or if you want to send me an email, that's great too. But let's get you guys going. I'm really excited. We've got our call tonight, which is why I like to do this in the morning, so that if people are interested in signing up, oh, cool, your wife's a realtor. I love that. I love my husband and I are partners. He's the firefighter who is now becoming a realtor, and then I'm a realtor. Yeah, have her reach out to me. And if you guys are really interested, fill out the form so that, you know, you can kind of jump in tonight on our realtor call if you want to kind of check it out. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you, Michael. So yeah, so that's how we are. I was a full-time realtor. My husband, he is retired, and but he's gone back and is teaching at the academy because that's kind of what he loves to do. So I appreciate everybody signing on, and send me a message if you want any other questions, and we're going to end this meeting. Again, Scarlett, SCARLETT, at heroeshousing.com is a great way to email me, and I'll get right back to you. Thanks, you guys, so much. Have a great week.